The girl who loved to read. In a quiet little village nestled between green hills and a sparkling river, there lived a curious and bright-eyed girl named Lucia. She was small for her age, with wild, curly hair that framed her face like a halo and eyes that sparkled whenever she discovered something new. Lucia had a secret love: books. While other children in the village spent their afternoons skipping stones by the river or chasing butterflies through wildflower fields, Lucia could always be found in the cozy corner of the village library. Her hands would roam the shelves like a treasure hunter searching for hidden gems, and her heart raced with excitement every time she opened a new book. The library, an old stone building with ivy creeping up its walls, felt magical to her. Inside, it was quiet except for the occasional rustle of pages or the soft hum of the librarian, Mrs. Adela, who always had a kind smile and a cup of chamomile tea waiting for Lucia. The smell of old books mixed with the faint lavender scent Mrs. Adela wore made the library feel like a warm embrace. One sunny afternoon, as golden light streamed through the tall windows, Lucia stumbled upon a worn, dusty book hidden behind a row of thick encyclopedias. Its cover was faded, but the title, The Keeper of Forgotten Stories, gleamed in gold letters. Intrigued, she pulled it out and carefully opened it. To her surprise, a small note fell from its pages. The note read, "To the reader who finds this book, may you uncover the greatest treasure of all, your dreams." Lucia's heart skipped a beat. She began reading, her small fingers turning the fragile pages with care. The story was about a young girl who discovered a magical library where books came to life at night. The girl could talk to the characters, visit the worlds described in the stories, and even rewrite endings to create new adventures. The more Lucia read, the more she felt as if the book were speaking directly to her. She imagined herself walking through the magical library, her feet touching the glowing floor, surrounded by books that whispered her name. That night, as Lucia lay in bed, she dreamed vividly. In her dream, she stood in the very library described in the book. Shelves stretched endlessly in every direction, glowing softly under a sky filled with floating stars. Characters from her favorite stories appeared before her. Alice from Wonderland offered her tea, Sherlock Holmes handed her a magnifying glass, and Anne of Green Gables invited her to a picnic under a blooming cherry tree. The dream felt so real that when she woke up, she looked around her room, half expecting to see a teacup or a cherry blossom petal beside her. The dream lit a spark within Lucia. "I want to write my own stories," she declared. From that day on, she carried a small notebook everywhere she went. She wrote about the adventures she imagined, the people she met, and the dreams she dreamed. Slowly but surely, her stories became her voice. Children who had once teased her for being too quiet, now gathered around her under the shade of the big oak tree, eager to hear her tales. Through her stories, Lucia transformed the way the village children saw the world. She taught them about faraway places, brave heroes, and the power of kindness. Her words brought laughter, wonder, and sometimes even tears. Years later, Lucia grew up to be a writer, her books cherished by readers far and wide. But she never forgot the little library in her village or the magic she discovered in the Keeper of Forgotten Stories. Books are more than just words on a page. They are keys to unlock your imagination, tools to inspire your dreams, and guides to help you shape your future. Like Lucia, embrace the magic of stories and let them inspire you to create your own. The greatest adventures often begin with a single idea waiting to be shared with the world. Like, share and subscribe for more stories.